when a film like this comes, it doesn't mean everybody accept the film. It had its own opposition, its own resistance, bitter criticism, and also so much attraction and devotion to this film. There are people who have seen it more than 10 times. So it's a mixed reaction. In fact, as a judge, we know uh, when we deliver a judgment, we also step into the shoes of many people. And therefore, we receive bouquets and brickbats in an equal equanimity. We don't get carried away by only the bouquets. And there were court cases also filed against the film. And therefore, in the last 1 year, there are a lot of things that has happened. And it takes a long time to explain what all happened. But nevertheless, when the film was made, and we finally, before we send it to the censor, today censor is required, even if it is shown in the OTT, and the censor wanted to put 46 cuts for the film. Otherwise, they will not give a UA certificate. But the producers and the Mr. Surya, they stood their ground and they said, we will not cut any single scene. We ourselves have moderated the amount of violence that took place in the police station, and we refused to cut any one of the scene, and therefore it took long time to get a censorship certificate. Finally, the censor gave an adult certificate. If the adult certificate goes to a theatre, I know many women will not come to a theatre when there is an adult certificate, and children will not be allowed. Today, cutting across all this, the success of the film was it was released in the OTT, and therefore, disregarding the age and disregarding the gender, there is a wide range of audience for the film, and I am overwhelmed by the kind of affection people have shown to me all over India. In fact, after the film came, I went to Patna. The main hero in the film is a judge. His name is Prabhashankar Mishra. He was transferred from Patna to Madras during the year 1990. There were judges before of the Madras, of the Tamil Nadu, of any other state. And they have also dealt with habeas corpus jurisdiction. But never once anybody has gone to the extent of extending the maximum jurisdictional power that a judge has got. But for him, this film would not have been there. So with all humility, modesty and devotion, I went to Patna. Unfortunately, he passed away. I met his wife and told her that but for Justice Mishra, Jaibeem would not have been a story at all. Therefore, in any court, it is also the judge which matters. The law is the same, the arguments are the same, but nevertheless the judge decides in his great discretion. And Mishra was not only deciding this case, during his period, at least in the year 1993 when this case was heard by the court, he had occasion to decide 4 women cases. All of them are either scheduled castes or Adivasis, and all of them are women. All of them never had an opportunity to come to court. All of them never had a capacity to engage lawyers. But in all these cases, Justice Mishra ordered a special investigation team. He has ordered compensation. He has granted rehabilitation, and he has monitored the trial of the policeman. And therefore, there is something which we should see with all modesty. The judge who played a very great role in this matter, and the kind of reception that I had, I can tell you, from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, mostly the youth and the students, they were really overwhelmed by the film. I don't think any other film had received such kind of a reception. It has also induced their thought process, and 3 questions are asked in many of the university campuses, many of the colleges. The students were asking, we were feeling guilty that we do not know such people live among us. The second thing they raised was that what is that we can do for them, not as a charity, but to change the whole the structure of the Adivasi's plight. And these are the 2 major things where it is beyond a movie, we could see something more than what a movie can do. And I can also tell you many other things later.